What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be making a video on how to change the water pump in a 25 horsepower Mercury engine. This model is an EFI 4-stroke from 2007. First, you're going to have to remove the lower unit. The first step to do that is going to be removing this shift linkage pin here. I went ahead and did that already, knocked it out with a punch. You're going to want to trim up your motor so that you have room to take off the lower unit. Next thing you want to do is remove these 4 bolts here on the bottom. These are going to be 13 millimeter. The next bolt you're going to want to remove is right here on top. This is a 13 millimeter as well. Just be careful when you're taking it off because that will drop the lower unit. Something to note is this last bolt you took out is just slightly longer than the others, so make sure you don't get them mixed up. Now that I've taken off the lower unit, we can already see some visible damage here on this rubber gasket, as well as the water pump housing. Now that you have those 4 bolts off, you can go ahead and remove the water pump housing and take a look at the condition of your impeller. In this case, it looks like we have some cracks here. Definitely time to replace this one. And since my kit came with new gaskets, we're going to go ahead and replace the one we have. So to do that, you're going to want to remove this pin here. Once you have that removed, you're able to take these gaskets off here. Then you're ready to clean it up and replace with new ones. Once you have that gasket cleaned as you can get, you're going to want to place this one down first, followed by the metal one, and then followed by this one lastly. So we'll go ahead and get to that. Once you have all 3 of those on, this is how it should look. Now that you have those gaskets back on, it's time to put this little pin back in. Next, you're going to take your new impeller and place it on the shaft. Line this little notch up with the pin that you had put on previously until it seats all the way down. Then you're going to want to take your impeller housing, drop that down. Once you've done this, spin the shaft while holding the impeller housing and pushing down until it seats all the way down. So I'm replacing some additional pieces here that you probably won't have to, like this gasket because of the damage, as well as this water pump housing. So I went to a Mercury dealer and went ahead and purchased a new one of both of those. Next up is just going to be reinstalling this rubber gasket. Once you have the lower unit back on, all you have to do is get the pin back in the shift linkage and you should be good to test it. I actually found that this dowel pin was a little bit easier to put in using channel locks and pressing it from both sides. And if you have an extra person that can help you hold the pin while you do it, that'll make it a little easier as well. Once you've done this, you're good to get the muffs on it or get on the water and test to see if water's coming out of the engine.